First week is done. We played some good basketball. Now let's talk about it. Knicks, baby. Did I say we played good basketball? We own too. What's up, world? It's your boy CK. And let's talk about the Knicks for a little bit. First of all, the season is back and we are in full effect. The Knicks played. Who do we play again? Oh yeah, Carmelo. Our first game of the season was against Carmelo Anthony. Now explain to me how the basketball gods knew that Melo was going to go to the Thunder, so they set up that matchup before. It was just too perfect for this to happen. Then Saturday, we played against the Detroit Pistons. Those were the two games of our first week. How do we do? Let's talk about it. Yes, it's a Melo jersey. I have like 4 Melo jerseys. I meant to get a Porzingis jersey. Let's be real. Am I the only person that knew that Nike was taking over and decided to wait for that Adidas sale? Huh? Yeah, Porzingis jersey in the mail. Well, like I was talking about, we had 2 games in the first week, or as you want to call it, the inaugural week of the 2017-2018 NBA season. Now, the first night, we had a game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's right, Melo was back against his old team. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I was expecting Melo to go off. I thought he was going to give us about 50 points. Realistically, I thought he was going to go off for at least 40. Not even a joke. Just knowing how he is and knowing how much of an emotional player Carmelo Anthony is, I thought that that's what he was going to give us. But he didn't need to. Carmelo Anthony had a great game, a great turnout against us, with scoring only about 22 points in 33 minutes, and he shot 40% from the field. Paul George dropped 28, and Russell Westbrook, was Russell Westbrook and got his triple-double for the game. But let's not talk about the Thunder. It's not about the Thunder. What it's about is how the Knicks look. Now, in the beginning, I want to say at least the first half, a little bit of the third quarter, the Knicks look good. I was very surprised. We were playing team defense. We were moving the ball, something that we're not used to for the last few years. And Porzingis looked good. Now, Porzingis got so much ridicule over the preseason, thinking that, you know, he was all gassed out because of his playing overseas with Latvia and rah. But my man showed up in that first game, dropping 31 points and 12 rebounds. And he had, just 1 assist and a block. But the man came out to play, shooting 44% from the field. But I must say I was a little disappointed in Tim Hardaway Jr. and also in Enes Kanter in the first game. But it's okay, because it wasn't really something I was expecting to, continue on. I think that, they're going to have their rust, they're going to have their, jitters. It's the first game of the season. They're in Oklahoma City. All that stuff came through. But nonetheless, the score was 84-105, starting us at 0-1. Then Saturday, we had a game against the Detroit Pistons in New York, our home opener. I was feeling good about it. I'm very optimistic when it comes to my Knicks. But the thing is, I also don't have very high expectations when it comes to Knicks at the same time. But Porzingis started off hot. My man was at 1 point 8 for 8 from the field, and this is 3s and 2s included. He was not missing a single shot. We were up by 20 at a point in the game. It was looking great. Tim Hardaway Jr. was not making a bucket, and it was fine because we had Kanter and Porzingis doing what they do. Ramon Sessions looked like a young Ramon Sessions who was at some point at triple-double alert. I mean, he ended the game with 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. I mean, that is triple-double worthy. But then things went sour in the second half. Nothing could go in. We could not find a bucket. We could not shoot anything. Everything was going downhill. Now, my honest opinion was, I just feel like we were just giving too much Ron Baker. It was just too much Ron Baker. But at the same time, I understand we did not have Ntilikina, who we're going to save that segment. Ntilikina, we'll talk about that in a second. But Porzingis just needs some help. It's as simple as that. Hardaway shot 25% from the field in the entire game, 3 for 10 from 3. I mean, it just wasn't a game that I expect to see him do regularly. So again, it's nothing to, really cry much about. It's the second game of the season. We'll see how it goes. I am a fan of the team basketball that we are playing, the extra pass, the ball movement, all that stuff looked so good to see. And it's something we're not accustomed to as Knicks fans in the last few years. Again, back to my guy Melo, but that's just how it was. But all that being said, we blew that game and we lost 111 to 107, dropping us to 0-2. We have another game this coming Tuesday against the Boston Celtics. I'm looking forward to that, seeing us play against Kyrie and that young team. I think that it's a game that we could possibly win. We have the advantage with Porzingis, and I think we're just as young as they are. It's a game that I feel like we can win. I feel like we're still in that period of the season where it's a toss-up for anybody. You know, any game is winnable. I mean, we're seeing the Warriors right now are 1-2, so are the Thunder. A lot of these teams that should be winning these clump of games are losing. It's just that period of the NBA. So I want the Knicks to take as many of these as they can, but we're running out of time. We're already 0-2. So what are you thinking down there in the comments below? Are we going to 0-82, or do you think this is just the beginning of the season? It's just a little bit of a slump? Let me know what you think. Now it's time for what I like to call my honorable mention. Now, one thing you will learn about me on this channel is, yes, I am a Knicks fan. I love my Knicks. I hate my Knicks, both at the same time. But one of my favorite players, and yes, this might not be a surprise because I'm not the only one that's a fan of this kid, but I am a Lonzo Ball fanatic. I love Lonzo Ball. I hate the Lakers. I hate the Lakers. Go ahead, Laker Nation. If you don't, that's fine. Say what you need to say. I don't like the team. I hate them. Yeah. But Lonzo Ball, I want to see be successful. If it means that the Lakers win a championship in years to come because of him, that's fine. As long as the ring is going on Ball's finger, I'm cool with that. So my honorable mention for this week is Lonzo Ball, who my man's shut up all the haters. Let me tell you the amount of tweets I saw talking about Lonzo Ball's a bust. Lonzo Ball's not that good. After the first game. Now, granted, I'm not going to blow up and say that he's going to be the next best thing, even though I do think he will be the next best thing. But I'm not going to base that all off of his second game. Two reasons. That was one. For 2 reasons. He played against the Phoenix Suns, and it's the second game of the season. He has plenty of basketball left to play. Let's not judge him off of the first 2 games, ladies and gentlemen. But he still gets my honorable mention because it's Lonzo Ball, and I need to find a reason to bring Lonzo Ball in this video. Shoot, I might even put him in the thumbnail. I even put him in the title. Why not clickbait him? It's Lonzo Ball. Everybody cares about Lonzo Ball. It's my honorable mention. See you guys next episode. Lonzo.